How's that? How's that?
Okay.
Bernie, she gives you a
But I think
handful
we
of
wanted to get some updates.
Well, on his feather, and he'll follow you anywhere.
This came with the hat.
Oh, I thought they were your eagle feathers that you found out.
Oh, well, that goes on black.
Okay, it is 5 o'clock, and we are going to call the special city council meeting to order. Danny, will you please call roll?
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Wales?
Here.
Councilmember Baggett?
Here.
Councilmember DeCoursey? Councilmember Holman?
Here.
Councilmember Pelosa?
Here.
Councilmember Manuel? Here. And Councilmember Wagner?
Here.
Thank you. All right, first on the agenda this evening is ordinance number 6637. Mr. City Attorney.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ordinance number 6637, an ordinance of the City Council of the City of Auburn, Washington, amending section 19.04.070, 19.08.020, and 18.19.08.030 of the Auburn City Code relating to traffic and park impact fees and amending the master fee schedule relating to building and planning and engineering fees for development projects on certain real property within the downtown core area.
Thank you. Do I have a motion? Deputy Mayor Wells.
I move for the approval of ordinance 6637.
Thank you. Councilmember Manuel.
I second that, Mayor.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Wells.
We discussed this at a previous study session and reviewed the importance of trying to do some modifications to promote special projects in our downtown core, and this action, when approved, would do such.
Do we have any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor of ordinance number 6637, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Passes.
The next matter is Resolution 5282. There were actually option A and option B. Would you like both to be read at this point? And then
Yes, and then we can have a motion on which one the council prefers.
option A is resolution of the City Council of the City of Auburn, Washington, naming the West Hill Lake Park property within the corporate limits of the City of Auburn in honor of former Mayor Peter B. Lewis. Option B is a resolution of the City Council of the City of Auburn, Washington, renaming the Auburn Environmental Park property within the corporate limits of the City of Auburn in honor of former Mayor Peter B. Lewis.
Thank you. Do I have a motion? Deputy Mayor Wales.
I move for the approval of resolution 5282.
Which option?
Well, I'd like to move for option 1A.
Do I have a second? Councilmember DeCoursey.
I'll second the motion, Your Honor.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Wales.
The reason why I support option A is this was some property that was acquired during the time I was on the council with Pete Lewis. And the other thing that my primary reason is that we're trying to build a closer linkage between the West Hill and our city, and it would be nice to take something that currently has no name at all and bring it into the fold and name it after one of our mayors.
Are there any questions or comments? Councilmember Pelosa.
Just a comment. I spoke to former Mayor Lewis, and I was pushing the underpass.
Oh.
And he says, well, I'm trying to be a humble man about it. So I said, well, are there any other sites? He says, well, my wife, Kathy, was talking about another area. But I said, well, I'll bring it up if you want me to. And he said, no, I'll stay with the West Hill pond. Pond, so.
Councilmember Wagner.
I think we know that former Mayor Lewis is an avid fisher person, and so I think a lake is totally appropriate for him, whether it is fish in it or not.
Councilmember Manuel.
You know, and he sent me an email saying that, as he said, he's a humble man, and the reason why he would like the lake is because he really wants the youth to take advantage of that and get kids off the street. So, I'm for that site myself.
Okay. Any other questions or comments? Hearing none, all those in favor of resolution number 5282, option A, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say no. Passes. All right. right, since this was a special meeting, we have no other action items on the agenda. We are adjourned. And since we have about 25 minutes, we have a birthday cake to celebrate.